What up, Taurus? Welcome to your bi-weekly general reading. This is going to be a general reading on literally anything. It could resonate to anything in the world. It could be a continuation of your love story from last week. It could be about a job. It could be about friendship, family. I couldn't think of words. It could be about literally fucking anything. It's a general reading. It's not focused on anything. It's whatever spirit feels you need to know right now. Okay, so take it how it resonates. Remember, this is a general reading for all Taurus, so it might not resonate to you. I hope it does. If it doesn't, don't try and force it to resonate because it won't work. All right. This will resonate to sun, moon, and rising signs. If you don't know what that is, there's going to be a link in the description where you can go find out your birth chart. So what you do is click on that link, enter in all the info that's there, and then after you enter all the info, it'll bring you to a new page, and there'll be a chart. I think it's that first chart. It'll say sun, moon, and then all the planets, and now like you see the sign that's next to it. That's what the sign is. So sun, Taurus, moon, whatever, Venus, whatever. Like, so for the rising though, it doesn't say rising. It'll say either ascend or ASC or something like that, right? So just look for that. And so whatever those signs are, watch those corresponding videos because they might resonate too. All right. So 2 more shuffles. What's going on for Taurus? No. Oh, God. I'm feeling the Creed voice coming back. That's not Creed. That's like Elvis. Ooh. What's going on, Taurus? This seems like a love read. A lot of them have been fucking love reads. Like, a lot of them. Okay. Oh. All right. Taurus is definitely a fucking love read. I'm gonna try not to read it like a love read. I'm gonna read it just like any other fucking read, but it's definitely a love read. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of like 5 cards that make me think it's a love read. All right. So in your current situation, you have the Lovers in a reverse. So it's like a disconnection from like a huge like soulmate, right? Or like because I don't want to focus on a love situation, I'll say a soul connection as far as a person, a place, a job, a thing, whatever, right? There's a huge disconnection because you have the Lovers in a reverse. But what's opposing that is the 4 of Wands, which is like stability, like marriage. Like maybe like you disconnected with somebody and like they're getting married all of a sudden. It's like, what the fuck? No, but so whatever's going on in the situation, there's a big disconnect, but like in opposition to that, there's stability. So it could be this situation is you and the stability is someone else or the person involved, right? Like they're stable, but you're not. Like you're feeling this connection. Or again, like take it how it resonates. It doesn't have to be a love situation, but yo, I'm telling you, it's a fucking love read. So in the past, you had the Queen of Pentacles, where you were nurturing this like situation, right? The Queen of Pentacles is the nurturing mother. She's sitting there like coddling or cradling this tangible pentacle, like this opportunity, this situation, whatever it was. So in the past, like it was like nurturing the situation. Now in your near future, actually no, I'll do this first. Your goal here is to get over the like upset about it. You have the 5 of Cups in reverse. The 5 of Cups upright is like the crying over spilt milk. Like you spilt 3 cups over, you don't realize you have 2 still standing in the back, and you're just sitting there focusing on the 3, being super upset about it, right? And I just say crying over spilt milk. Don't take it any specific way. I don't mean to say like you're not justified for being upset, because like you are, probably. But so you have it in the reverse here. So your goal is to get over this. Like you don't want to be upset about it anymore. You're like, no, like I'm tired of like being upset about these 3. You know, I'm gonna turn around, realize I have these 2, and I'm gonna focus on what's left. You know, I want to get over like this upset, right? And that's because you have a new idea, or you have like newfound passion, right? Or like newly inspired. You have the Page of Wands as your driving factor. So it's like the Page of Wands is like new, passionate. What is happening? Okay, I don't know what the fuck that was. I literally stopped the video, closed my camera, and opened it back up, and it works fine. I don't know. So, continuing. It's like you have like a newfound like passion for something. Like maybe like you're like, you know what, like I don't want to sit here in this negative energy anymore. I don't want to be upset. Like I like found my zest for life again. Like I am newly inspired to go find my happiness and like do something great or whatever, or start something new. Like Page of Wands can also symbolize like something new, right? So that's like what's driving you to get over this, because you have your newfound passion. You're like, fuck this, I don't want to sit in this negative energy anymore, which is fucking good. Do it. So your near future, you have the star in the reverse. So I can see this a couple different ways. It could be like the lack of hope or like the lack of renewal. Maybe this situation, like you're not trying to, maybe this like star in reverse is a lack of renewal of whatever this negative situation is or this disconnection is. Like whatever the disconnection is, you're not trying to make it like reconnect anymore. You're not trying to fix it anymore. You're moving on. You're just like, nope, I'm going to leave it disconnected. I'm going to leave it done. I don't want to renew it. I don't want to fix it. Like, because the star can be about like rebirth, renewal, hope. It's also like the Make-A-Wish star, I looked at the star on the card, right, as I said that. The Make-A-Wish card, right? So like, it's like you're not trying to renew the situation, you know, whatever it is. Like you realize like it's not good or like not worth it. But also, okay, so what I'm actually getting right now is like whatever this disconnection situation is, maybe you're just stable about it. Like you're very like content. You're like, you come to your senses about it and you're just like, there's no reason for me to be upset about this. There's no reason. Sorry, I got an email. There's no reason to be bothered with it. You're just like, it is what it is. I'm pretty content with how things are, and I'm just going to move forward with my life, right? Like, because, yeah, that's just another possibility. So, in your internal influence, you have the Hermit in reverse, which talks about coming out of hermit mode. All right, hermit mode is where you kind of just disconnect from everything and anything and everything and just go within to try and like be like introspective, like go inside to become enlightened on the situation, like really like settle your own thoughts and like figure out what you want and how you want to move forward, and like just get away from like anything and everything to figure shit out on your own, right? In the reverse, you're like, nope, it's time for me to get back out in the world and do things that like I need to do and like have a new beginning somewhere else and like find a better happy situation, because this one clearly was not working, right? So external to you, you have a Six of Swords, which is, again, if this is a love connection, this is a love read, this person's moving on, okay? If this is a job that you quit because you weren't happy there, the job is like, okay, well, you know, we lost them, we're going to find someone new. Like, whatever's externally to you is moving on from the situation. They're realizing, like, they're in shitty waters and they need to, like, sail off to sea to calmer waters, right? I boat, so like I just had like such a nautical reference where I was like, no, if they're going for calmer seas, they wouldn't go out to sea, they would come into the harbor. Anyway, ignore me and my technicalities. So your hope here is Seven of Swords in reverse. So I want to say like the Seven of Swords is like the lie, cheat, sneak card. Right? It's like if it comes up in a love reading as like the problem, it's like somebody's cheating or somebody's lying, like somebody's hiding something. So like your hope here, it's in the reverse. So like I want to say it's like you're hoping that like whatever foul play was here is either taken care of and it's no longer an issue, or you're hoping for it to come out and like it to be like recognized and acknowledged and like the what's the word, like the light like be cast on. Wow, don't look at the light. I just literally just looked at the light as I said that and it just blinded the shit out of me. But like you're hoping for that like that deceit and like betrayal or like sneaky shit to come out into the light. That's what your hope is. Or it could be no, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other ways that I can make that sound. Maybe it'll come later. Just, you know, take what I said and just use that for now. Anyway, because I can't think of anything else right now. But your fear is the King of Swords in reverse. So like, it's a mix of being confused and not knowing what you want, because the King of Swords is a card of like being like intellectually smart. Swords are mental energy, so like being cold and detached, but like logical, right? But in the reverse, it's like being irrational, like not using logic and just like acting, right? But it's also can be a card of being cold and attached, but not cutting it off. Like it's like with the person, like the King of Swords in reverse, as far as like with the situation, the person's like you're being very cold and detached to that person, but like you're not cutting them off. You'll like act like you don't care and like you're uninterested, but you won't outright say, "Get away from me! I want nothing to do with you." Right? So maybe that's what your fear is, like this situation, like you're being cold and attached, but you're not telling like whatever the situation is, like no, that's it, get away from me. We're done. This is over. Like whether that's a job or relationship, whatever. That'd be your fear, is like not like breaking free from it and like cutting it completely off. Or you're afraid that like you're not going to be thinking logically about the situation, you're going to be acting very irrational and like shit like that, instead of like thinking things through, right? So your outcome here is the Four of Swords. Four of Swords can be either like taking time out to think, to really think about like what you want to do in the situation. Like the Four of Swords can be a card of waiting for the moment to strike, like meditating on like what you want to do next, like or it can be a card of finally just laying it all to rest. Whatever the situation is, you're like, it's done, it's over, I'm laying it to rest, I'm putting it down, right? So that's your outcome. Now your advice, or I'm sorry, I do the advice last. Your undertone of the reading, which is the bottom of the deck, which is, like I said, the undertone, is the Ten of Cups in reverse. This whole situation, whatever it is, you no longer feel emotionally fulfilled. Like, right? Like, or like you feel like it was a failure with what it was supposed to be. Like the Ten of Cups upright is like the like ultimate like emotional fulfillment. It makes you super happy and like great and everything. But you feel like, yeah, and underneath it was the Five of Swords in reverse. You feel like there's no like emotional fulfillment here. You're not happy here. Like it's not making you happy. It's a really shitty situation. And underneath with that Five of Swords in reverse, it's like I'm not gonna keep trying to put so much effort into this and like win and like come out on top. I'm just dropping it all together. Like I'm just over. What? I feel like my camera's moving or I'm moving or something. Anyway, so yeah, that's the undertone of the read, right? Your advice here, and this again, why I think it's a relationship read, and so is the undertone, why I think it's a relationship read, is the Two of Cups in reverse. Disconnect. Okay, Two of Cups is like a soulmate connection, like two people coming together and like harmony and love and all this good stuff. In the reverse, disconnecting, disharmony, stay away, break it off, cut that cord, right? So, Taurus, that is what I have for you. I hope it resonated. I hope it made sense. Apply it to your situation. Again, this does not have to be a relationship read. It can be a read about anything as long as it makes sense to you. Burps. And I unintentionally just smelled my burp. And it was not pleasant. Anyway, don't judge me. I'm weird. I know. It's okay. So yeah, this is what I got for you. And stay tuned. Within the next couple of days, I'm going to be posting the love reads. And yeah, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up with the like button, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, all that cool stuff. And yeah, give me a comment. Let me know what you thought. And see you guys in the next video.